sugar. Oh, honey, honey.
I'm going to pass out several things first, but I just want you to put them up in the corner of your desk. And of course, what's the most important thing about this manipulative? What's the most important thing, Kevin? Don't eat it until the lesson ends or until your paper tells you to. Okay? I thought maybe we'd learn some trivia today. If you'll take the sheet that says the M&M math, the very first question says, do you know what percentage of M&M milk chocolate candies are in your bag are brown? Patrick says 25% of this bag. So what's another way to say that as a fraction? Patrick thinks that 1/4 of the bag is brown. Do you think when these are put in these bags that there's actually a little counter that says every bag gets 22 blue, 21 red, 10 brown? Do you think they do control how many are in each bag? How many people agree that there's probably very close or an average amount in every bag this size? Okay, I'm thinking there probably is too. Because that wouldn't be fair if you went to the store and I paid 75 cents for this and I got 90 M&Ms and Patrick paid 75 cents and he got 10 M&Ms. So they have to do some sort of quality control to make sure there's about the same amount of M&Ms in each one. The rest of the directions say, to help you find the answer to that and many other questions about M&Ms, complete the following activities. Before you open your bag, answer the following questions. Estimate how many M&Ms are in your bag. What percentage are brown? What percentage are green, yellow? Think of the math journal. It's part of the whole. So you have to count for every M&M. So when you're thinking about this, you know that the browns, yellows, reds, blues, oranges, and greens have to equal 100%, so you're at your whole. Okay? So just take a few minutes. Don't stress. It's just kind of guess. I want you to write this not as fractions, but as percent. Whatever you estimate adds up to 100%. What color do you think you have the most of? You think you have the most brown. So brown should probably be your highest percentage. So what part of that bag do you think is brown? Okay, so write that in brown. Okay, everyone at 100? You need to open your M&Ms now and follow the directions. You need to do questions 1, 2, 3, and 4 after you complete your work mat. So essentially, what are you doing on your work mat now? What are you doing, Alex? Alex says he's making a graph. And if you numbered your how many of each color, which, guys, I've done this lesson for years, and I never thought about pre-doing that for you. So I will go back and add those numbers up the side to make it a little bit easier.
I have the most green. So why? That's the most blue. I have 14 blue.
If you are finished, if you have sorted, tallied all your data, because that's going to help us here in a minute, read question 1 to me, please. Read question 1 to me, Kevin, nice and loud.
Based on your results, what color do you think has the highest percentage?
Okay, so you're looking right now at the data you collected, because you did collect data. You're looking right now, based on the data that you collected for your bag, what color do you think has the highest percentage? And you can't raise your hand and tell me blue, because it might not be the same for everyone. I'm looking over here. I'm thinking Katie, definitely blues are not her highest percentage.
What color do you think has the lowest percentage?
Okay, so based on your results, look at your table. What do you think now will have the lowest percentage? 3. Based on your results, do you think that some colors might have about the same percentage? I need you to circle yes or no, but the part I'm looking for is to explain. Why do you think they might have close or about or exactly the same percentage? And then everyone needs to answer question 4. How many M&Ms were in your bag? Okay, question 4 is important, and we're going to talk about why question 4 is so important in a minute. When you have answered questions 1 through 4, put your hands on your head. How many people had 20 or less M&Ms in their bag? How many people had 30 or less M&Ms in their bag? 40 or less? 50 or less? How many did you have, Megan?
49.
49. Did anyone have greater than 60?
I had exactly 60.
You had exactly 60. So 60s are high, 49s are low. Where do you think our middle's going to be?
55.
55. How many people had 55 or 56 M&Ms in their bag?
57.
Right. How many people had exactly 55? How many people had exactly 56? How many people had exactly 57? Okay, so do we think there's some kind of quality control making sure the bags are about the same size? You have to know how many M&Ms are in their bag. Megan? It's the whole. So what? That's going to be our denominator. We're talking about why was it so important to know how many were in there, and they said that's going to be our denominator or our whole. What's going to be our numerator?
What you got in the M&Ms? The amount of each color?
The amount of each color. So, Brandon, how many total M&Ms did you have?
57.
57. So if I was talking about brown, what would be my fraction? 4/57. Exactly. 4/57. How can I use that knowledge to find out my percent? 1754. Is that the number I'm going to record in the last column where it says brown is what percent? Is that the number I'm going to record in that column? How many people think yes? How many people think that's ridiculous? How many people think I better do some sort of rounding?
What kind of graph do we make?
What kind of graph do we make? What kind of graph do you want to make?
An MW graph.
Line graph. Do you think you can make a picture graph on there?
No?
If you can, go for it.
We can.
Okay? I've heard bar. I think that's an appropriate title. Okay, yours doesn't have to be exactly color. She has percent over here. She has colors down here. She has brown, red, yellow, blue, orange, and green. And now, what is the only thing she's missing before she can graph?
Okay. The numbers down the side.
What's that called? The scale, right. Now, would it be appropriate to count by ones? Would it be? What was the difference in your estimate in the actual number of M&M chocolate candies in your bag? Did you predict the color that had the highest percentage? Explain your answer.
You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting.